Alors, I'm gonna do what I did yesterday for the teeth in English. I did it in French. The teeth, it's a long story. It's very interesting. It's very important, as you know, because all our health depends on the health of our teeth. I was watching online recently a reportage about teeth and how they are preserved in eras, and they found the oldest tooth, in fact, from a kind of shark, 300 million of years. So this is to tell you how hard it is, and it's very dense. It's mineral in our body. It's quite fascinating how this is possible to grow like that. Its teeth and bones are in fact our deepest structure that permit to really have the whole thing working, because the bones are supporting the whole body, the organs, everything. And the teeth, if we don't have teeth, it's very difficult to survive. So it's a tool of survival, if we can say like that. So today I will speak more about the hygiene, what I do, because a lot of you ask me about that. And another time I will tell stories about the deep connection between teeth and the organs, and also at the level emotional and psychological and spiritual. Because the teeth, as the bones, has the deepest memory of everything we lived, even in embryo, when we were conceiving, our body was, conceiving itself. So it's a very big subject. We would need a total book. So about that, I have only 2 books here in French. I have not found anything in English that speaks about the correspondence with the teeth and the vertebra and the organs and how it works. So in France we have this one, and we have this one. These are from the 90s. So you can find these in my highlight. I have 2 highlights about books, and you will find this like this. You can read eventually what is written in the back, and try to do some search online. I tried, because my dentist here, who is amazing, she is interested about my stories, because I've been in treatment with her like 2 years, because we did she put implants, and we did a treatment with braces to be able to recover spaces to put the implants functional. It was not for something aesthetic. And every time I was telling her about my process and what was going on in my life, and how it was connected with the work we were doing on specific teeth. So this is very, very fascinating to me. I did a lot of research and a lot of work with a dentist who was working in energetic in Paris, like almost 30 years ago, and osteopathy. So what I do first, I use water pick. Every time before, I do it before. Some people say you have to do it after. I use a water pick to take off all the debris of my mouth, and after I have, and it's an investment I did after, when I had the treatment for the implants and all that. I had a friend who had ultrasound toothbrush, and she told me that it was really amazing. So I invested in that, because it's $200. So I bought it 3 years ago. Now the review about this one, it's Emident. I think it's Emident. They are not really the best, because also I think Emidental, because I think now there are some that are more advanced in 3 years. This kind of technology and nanotechnology is going very fast in discoveries. So this toothbrush has also a specific toothpaste, because you cannot use a regular toothpaste with that. The particles are too big, so they did a nanoparticle toothpaste, or the particles are much smaller. So this goes with that. So I do this 3 times a day, and when you use ultrasound toothbrush, you have to brush 6 minutes instead of 3. Normally you don't brush. Normally you just put the brush on each tooth for 10 seconds, on each side, inside, on the top, on the side, exterior side, for each tooth. So it takes a long time. Me, I still brush a little because I like it. What I noticed since 3 years that I use it, and this is quite remarkable because I'm aging, and I always notice that the problem for people, most of the people who are aging, it's teeth, like receding gums, teeth that are moving because the gums are not strong enough and recessed, and a lot of health problem are from that. So it's for that I decided to put these 4 implants for 4 teeth that have been took off, molar in the back middle, when I was 15. So it's a long time, and I never put them back, and I felt it was time because I didn't want, while aging, to be in trouble with my teeth, because the other one were moving and taking the place, took the place actually, but we recover the space. So in fact, we recover the space quite fast. My dentist was quite surprised because it was normally, she told me it would be 1 year minimum to 1 year and a half, maybe 2 years to get back the space for the 4 teeth. So I had the braces. It was not fun. It created me some trouble also in my modeling job with my agent, who told me, yeah, why you have done that? Your smile was great. You call me when you are back to normal. I was like, okay, this means I will not get job from her since maybe for 2 years. So I changed my mind, and I said, okay, now I'm going to be without agent. And I worked by myself with my braces. So when you are not scared to lose and you do what is right for you, things fall into place. And I was like, oh, thanks, cool, it's fantastic. So I had the braces, instead of almost 2 years, only 9 months. And my dentist was very surprised, because in fact is what I told her. Before we started the process to put the braces, I was in touch with my body, and it was like a silent language where I was telling my body, don't worry, we're going to do this work, it's going to be not pleasant, it's going to be even painful, we're going to change the space, we're going to get back the space, we're going to put this thing in my bones, in my jaw, and like this, everything gonna function better. So I guess my body was reassured, and in 9 months we got the space. And after I had the implants put in place, it was fantastic, because no swelling, no pain, nothing. And I must say my dentist is great. If you need a good dentist close to Malibu or LA, let me know, because she's really, really amazing. It's Dr. Diana T. So I had that, and I said, okay, I invest money in my teeth instead of something else. For me, this is my priority, it's important. So now I'm gonna also see about the hygiene process, and my friend told me about this ultrasound. So I bought an ultrasound, and as I told you, and I did not regret. And now I'm looking if there is one that is more performant. What I noticed, what I wanted to say, is that first, it's very pleasant, because it's a feeling, very light feeling in the mouth, very fresh. The plaque is gone. And this makes something different also, because I never had really gums bleeding, but sometimes a little bit here and there, but rarely. Now, since 3 years, no bleeding at all. And also I had recessed gum in front, in my 4 teeth in the front, And now it's almost normal. It's maybe 1 millimeter. And before it was like half centimeter, like 5 millimeters recessed. So it works. And my gums are stronger and they are more healthy. The color is quite not pale, almost white. So they are very healthy. But it's also because I brush, and also because what I eat and how I eat. What is very important, chewing is very important. It's quite a little bit nonsense to have a lot of liquids that you don't chew, fibers. They notice that in Africa, these people has very strong gums and very beautiful teeth. It's because they chew a lot of plants. And this is the thing. Me, I love to, for example, my favorite is dandelion. So dandelion, watercress, white arugula, organic. These are my favorite. I don't take lettuce or this kind of salad, but I take this one. And these oblige you to chew because they are quite a little bit strong sometimes, a little bit hard. So chewing is really good, especially fibers like that, plants like that, green, for teeth, for gums, to reinforce gums and to hold better the teeth. This is very, very important. If you don't chew, it's like you don't exercise your gum. So they finish by becoming atrophied, by, slowly disappear. So it's for that, this is really important, and we know also that chewing is the beginning of the digestion, start in the mouth. So more you chew your food, it's gonna come with the amylase, with the saliva, it's gonna start the digestion right here, and it will be easier down there. So these are things that are all linked. It's not one thing that you do on another. But for the hygiene local, you have the water pick, the ultrasonic brush, the floss for sure. This is very, very important. After I use this toothpaste, but I love this one that I alternate sometimes. It's a Japanese toothpaste that I found on Amazon that is made with bamboo charcoal. So it's I don't have a lot here, so it's like quite dark. And this, I love it, so I have to order some. And the charcoal. So the charcoal, it's so you have to take care because it goes everywhere. You really have to take care to don't take too much. When I have my toothbrush with some toothpaste, I take a little bit and I brush twice a week. And someone told me about turmeric. So I don't brush with turmeric, but I eat quite a lot of turmeric. So maybe this also helps to have the teeth white, because people ask me, what do you do for your teeth? You bleach them. I bleach a little, but this is a protocol that I do, and it's already working. So also I'm suntan, so my teeth look more white, but they are not. If you see, for example, this is really white. If you add that, they are not white. And also my gum are red. So it's like when you have a red lipstick, your teeth seems more white. Also, my dentist, something I didn't want to do because I had a bad experience like more than 20 years ago when I was living in South Africa. I wanted to have my teeth bleached, and I have this tray with the gel to keep all the night, and it has been a nightmare. My teeth are extra sensitive. I suffered so much. I said never again. And when we finished the work, she proposed me. I said, no, I don't want that. I don't want to bleach anything. She said, yeah, but because I explained to her my experience. And she said, but you can do this differently. I said, I don't see how. I don't want that. It's too painful. She said, no, you can take a gel that is very small percentage of dilution. And instead of keeping all night, you keep only 15 minutes a day for maybe 1 week, and you stop. So I was like, okay. So she made me this tray that are flexible, and I can put this gel but I forget. I do it maybe once a month, 15 minutes. It's called Philips Zoom Day White 9.5%. Philips Zoom Day White 9.5%. So, you know, I do it once a month, and when I think about, because I'm not really concerned about that, I love my teeth like they are, but sometimes maybe when I travel, I don't have my whole thing with me, so I come back and I do once. They should be more white if I was doing, you know, more. Also, my dentist also made me some rigid braces that are like that, transparent. When we finish the work with the implants and everything was in place, and to keep the space. So I put this the night, maybe once each second day, not every night, one second night, not every night. And it's very interesting because it helps also in not holding the jaw, not being stressed there. It gives a very peaceful sleep. So these are adapted to my mouth, but it's convenient as well. It's very relaxing. So this is it about teeth for today, and I will come another time with the connection, the correspondence in between teeth and what was going on in my life at certain time when I was working on some certain teeth, and how all this is connected and working all together in the global, the body, because each tooth is connected to a vertebra, and the nerves are going through the common trunk or in the spine and with the vertebra. So if you have, for example, one tooth that is not really, something is not good in one tooth, it can touch the nerve of another part and affect an organ totally far away, independent from the tooth. So it's really, really interesting. And also we know that jaw connection, I don't know how you call this, TMG, I think, the way it's done can also create a lot of trouble for the back pain, for the hips, for the way to walk. It's really, everything is connected. My osteopath in Paris, I was taking class with, was explaining to us when I was in class that the thickness of a cigarette paper that is thinner than that under one sole can totally change our balance. So imagine if you have a connection that is not, a contact point that is not well done, what this can create. So voila, that's it for today. I'm gonna have a small meeting with my friend Abigail in about maybe half an hour, and we're gonna speak about health and food and any kind of thing. Bye bye. See you later.